Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Movie Patrol. I am Trexlight, and today, sadly enough, I do not have any reviews for you. I was not able to go watch Wrath of the Titans or Mirror Mirror, which, for Mirror Mirror, I am really happy I never wanted to. Julia Roberts is hot, but Lily Collins is actually really hot too, but that's just not enough for me to go sit through that. And for the families that did, I hope it was worth it. I really do. So first things first, let's talk about the box office weekend that just happened, of course. So, who's number one this weekend? The Hunger Games. Popped out at number one with the weekend, total in the weekend at $58 million. Holy crap. It has reached over $250 million since opening last week. So, as you see, Hollywood is going to keep going on producing movies that are from books, and they're, depending on who's writing it and who's directing it, you're going to get hit and miss or anything. Coming in a semi, not even really middle, it's a middle ground number two, is Wrath of the Titans, opening up at $33 million. And then behind that is Mirror Mirror at a whopping $18 million. Do you see the gap there? Apparently, the Wrath of the Titans fans truly came out this weekend. And for those people, I give you a 2 thumbs up. Thumbs. But that was our box office weekend. Coming up this weekend, I really don't know what's coming out this weekend. I will find out later this week and let you guys know and give you my 2 cents of what the previews are looking like until I actually, depending on what this weekend is, I'm going to try my best to go see a movie at least every weekend. I got friends of mine that can hook me up. Booyah. So, first things first, let's talk about some movie news. Stuff that came out. The first movie news I want to talk about is something that's close to dear to my heart, is the sequel to Dumb and Dumber. That's right, Dumb and Dumber 2. Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels return as their iconic characters, and they're going to be set to start filming in September. Now, I don't really know where in September, but this is being done by the Farrelly brothers, so the originals are really coming back. Let's see, we have, coming from Peter Farrelly, I believe, we do not do Dumb and Dumber-er. Okay, so understand that. The movie Dumb and Dumber-er, they did not do. They did not do. Yeah. Meanwhile, Farrelly is keen to distance himself from the 2003 prequel Dumb and Dumber, stressing that this new film will be the first true return to the characters made famous in the 1994 original. That was the whole thing was a studio thing. We've always wanted to do a sequel, and finally Jim called up. Jeff always wanted to do it. We always wanted to do it. Jim was busy, but he called and said, "We've got to do this thing again." He had just watched Dumb and Dumber, and he said, "This is the perfect sequel. Let's do it." So, Jim Carrey's on board. Jeff Daniels on board. The Farrelly brothers are coming back. This is going to be one of the... I don't want to jinx it. I really don't. But just those 3 icons in the comedy world, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I really can't. Jim Carrey, you have my complete support over the years of starting out in Living Color. I've had your back on many occasions, and I know you won't let me down, and you better not. Next up, something that I really, really didn't see coming. So, there are plans in the works for Steve Jobs biopic. Okay, now Steve Jobs, who died last year or died earlier, I think it was earlier this year. It was something very sad. We found the actor to play Steve Jobs. If I had a drumroll sound bit, it would be going off right now. But the actor playing Steve Jobs is none other than 2.5 Men new star Ashton Kutcher. Yes, audible gasp. Now, I'm actually looking at a picture here from a young Steve Jobs and a current Ashton Kutcher, and you know what? They almost look exactly the same. Ashton has a bigger nose, and has a more defining jawline, but it's a pretty close resemblance. Now, Ashton Kutcher has been in a couple of movies that are questionably good. I'm looking at you Valentine's Day. I'm looking at you New Year's Eve. All right, but we can. I really think that this is actually going to work. Ashton does have his moments where he can be a serious actor, and he also has his times to be a comedian. Now, if you're wondering why Ashton Kutcher would want to do this, it's a great honor to be to actually get the opportunity to do something like this. Now, for people who do not know, Ashton Kutcher is an entrepreneur himself. He runs his own. I think it's actually a Fortune 500 company, if I'm not mistaken. So he does have business aspects besides doing the acting thing, and that's why I'm backing him up for. I think I'm backing Ashton for this one. This is being, I think it's being written by, Joshua Michael Stern is set to direct from a script by Michael Whiteley. So, the film will chronicle Jobs' life from a wayward hippie to a co-founder of Apple. Oh, yeah, hippie? Oh, that 70s show. Come on. Good to go. Good to go. Now, if you're wondering if I have any other news, I actually didn't, but I'm going to talk about two more things. It's going to be really quick, so don't worry. It's not like a Band-Aid. Just going to rip it off if it's going to come. Now, there have been plans set in motion now. Now, Platinum Dunes, is taking over the Halloween franchise. That's right. Michael Bay's Platinum Dunes is in talks to produce the next installment in the Halloween series and revamp the previously announced Halloween 3D. Oh, God. Now, if we do remember, Platinum Dunes was responsible for the remake/reboot of Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Amityville Horror, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and The Hitcher. Nightmare on Elm Street, I liked it. Amityville Horror, that was the one with Ryan Reynolds. Didn't see it, didn't care. I saw the original. The original will always be better, but I love Ryan Reynolds, but I'm sorry, I just never really got to see it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Hitcher, I never really saw. Friday the 13th, I of course saw, but, I mean, Nightmare on Elm Street is really the only one I will give a high notch to in this list. Sadly enough, with today's people, you just can't do a good horror movie anymore. You can't. I sat down with my little cousin, who I call little. He's actually 16. I actually sat down with him, and he wanted to watch a horror movie. I'm like, well, you know what? Let me pop in the original Nightmares on Elm Street. He watched it. He couldn't stop laughing. I did it for Chucky. He couldn't stop laughing. I had to sit there in my chair, get my old voice going like, you know what? Back in my day, that little doll was scary as hell. Scary. Just terrifying. That little doll running around killing people. I actually did that, and he still continued laughing at the whole entire movie. I laugh at Chucky now, but back in the day when you were a little kid, yeah, that little doll freaked you the hell out. But, Platinum Dunes is now going to take over the Halloween. The first Halloween remake was done by Rob Zombie. He didn't have really true creative control over it, but the Halloween movie was pretty good. Now, we're going to take a look at Halloween 2 that Rob Zombie had complete control over, and holy crap, it was good with a psychedelic twist. I mean, he must have been on some good stuff for some of those scenes, alright? But Rob Zombie is, I mean, House of a Thousand Corpses, come on. Devil's Rejects, come on. Oh, that's right. Rooney Mara was actually in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. You know Rooney Mara? She got top honors and a nomination for her part in The Girl with Dragon Tattoo. But, let's see. Now, the next bit of information I'm going to show is just to show everybody that I have a funny side, and I guess I can care a little bit. A little bit. Now, it has been announced. I'm sure you probably saw the trailers and everything. I mean, she's on the new Sims game. I don't really care about the name. I don't play The Sims anymore. But Katy Perry is coming out with a 3D documentary coming straight to films. I believe I'm waiting for it to load. I believe the actual date is coming out is July 4th weekend. Now, this is similar to how the Jonas Brothers 3D thing, Hannah Montana started this whole freaking thing, and Hannah Montana blew up at the theater. It did. Yeah, Katy Perry movie, singer reveals name, date of 3D documentary. This is scrolled down a little bit. Yeah. I'm not watching this. I am not. God, why subject us to this? Why? But it's going to be called Katy Perry, Part of Me. This is a 3D documentary, and it's coming out. Sorry about that, everybody. Technical difficulties, you gotta love them. But like I was saying, she's gonna be. This is coming out July 4th weekend. I found it. She's gonna be coming out with the top 40, some of her best songs, really. I Kissed a Girl, California Girls, Teenage Dream, Firework, Last Friday Night, and The One That Got Away. So, the singer's personal life has also been a bit of a whirlwind. Oh, screw it. We all know that her marriage with Russell Brand ended. I'm sorry, marriage should never end, and I do apologize for what happened. I hope everyone can reach an agreement, but that's really all I can say about that. But that's your news. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Please, love me. I want hugs. Give me hugs. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.